So, dear all, as you can see, Lubna is disappearing. Now, a very warm welcome again to Meditate and Travel, to your place of power and soul now. My name is Mirja, coach for powerful places inside and outside, on the road and from home.
And my name is Lubna. I'm coach for work soul balance, for a happy life fulfilled, for balance in work and in daily life.
And you know it already. Also today, really, we talked long before we actually started the video. And we think it's a subject that might be interesting for many, many of you. And this is, today, for instance, I met with my team and I was in a good mood. But due to maybe challenging circumstances, when I arrived, my team was in a really, really bad mood. Just two people, and within, let's say, 5 minutes latest, my personal mood was totally down. I adapted my mood to their mood, kind of, my frequency of energy to their frequency of energy. And I can tell you, it did not feel good at all. And this is not the first time. Also, maybe you have relatives and you're looking forward to meet with them. You make everything possible, although you may be a little bit busy at the moment to meet them, then finally you meet them and they really are not in such a good mood. And then out of a sudden your own mood, although you're so happy to meet them and it was possible, is changing. This obviously is not yet 5D. This is completely 3D. Lubna, do you have also a story about that?
Thank you, Mirja. Yeah, indeed. I know from our, we know and we feel that we are the light, that we are the one who wants to share our happiness, our bliss, our high mood and our great vibration with others. So it's sometimes really weird how quick we can get out of our center and be triggered. It's, I think, a kind of triggering if we come out of our center and take the mood, the not nice mood, the bad vibration, the sad vibration, the unhealthy, even the unhealthy, the aggressive vibration of other, or even the very demanded. Also, sometimes it's mostly it's like aggressive or fearful or bad, negative, and in that moment, I think I'm not sure if we switch, if we forget that we are already in the higher dimension, that we are already the bliss, the happiness, and suddenly we switch and we are back in our old small being.
Habit, yeah. It's a habit, no?
Habit. It's a habit, yeah. And it seems that it's like some lot of habits due to the long time. I'm really happy, and I think we can be proud of us because we all already recognize. We recognize that moment, we feel that moment, and this is like we can start the process, or a process of changing is starting. This is already very, very good news. But now, what to do and how to do to be more centered and to be get easier up again and to get this is a good question for today, I think.
Yes. And at this point, we all ask you as well, please put down your comments. Do you have, or did you have situations where you feel as the power of the world, the queen of the world, the king of the world, and then you meet somebody and out of a sudden the day started happy and out of a sudden your day is not light anymore, or a little bit heavy and not happy anymore. Yeah, and of course, you know, already we would like, as my part is to go into Mother Earth, to ask for a story for this. Yeah, and this is kind of, it shows us parallels, and it shows on pictures and images a possible answer to this. And please be open, relax, close your eyes, and I invite everybody now to get into that subject, and let's see where Mother Earth is bringing us in her story for us. So, dear Mother Earth, as you know, this is a story for everybody who is watching, for Lubna and myself, and for everybody who in future will watch this video. For those people who also notice that when there is another person or a group of persons or a situation that is not favorable, not convenient, that immediately the own energy, the own level of happiness is changing. And we would like to keep our upper energy, our light energy, to feel good. That is what we would like to do in life, and to attract happy moments more. Yeah, and I see a man, I don't know, it's not the North Pole or something, but he's sitting at a water hole. It's very cold. It's an ice hole. It's around maybe 1 meter radius. And he has his, how do you say it? His, the stick with the band to catch a fish. How do you say that? I don't know. So he is there and at the moment sitting and trying to get a fish, obviously, out of the water. The water is very dark. It's very cold, but the man is not cold at all. No, he has very good clothes on, and he's just holding the stick. He's not moving at all, and also in the water nothing moves. And I'm not even sure that on the stick and on the band there is some, I don't know, some treat to attract the fish. I don't know. He's just sitting there. And he is nothing. He's just in the moment, Also he's not excited. He's not sad. He is not kind of overly happy. He's just in the moment, and he's still and sitting, seeing what's happening, and it's happening nothing. We look again in 1 hour, and we see this gentleman still sitting there, very cold, but he's still not cold. He has very warm clothes on, as I told you, still holding a stick. Still, he didn't catch any fish. We look an hour later. An hour later, the man is really cold, no? So he has very good clothes on. So he is not cold, but it is cold. The weather is cold. He's clinging still to his stick. He's very calm. He has no feeling, neither up nor down, nor expectations, nor nothing. There is no fish on his side, so it looks like he still didn't catch any fish. Okay, but out of a sudden, really, there is so much noise. It destroys the whole ambience, very calm, not moving ambience. And you see that some tourists are coming, and it looks like an organized tour. And the organized tour is with a really loud music, and they all get a high-tech, what is it called? In German, it's Angel. Well, this stick to catch the fish. They have, the gentleman to the left, he's very calm. He has only really a stick made from wood, but they have high technology, the best of the best equipment. And there came, I don't know, maybe 8 people, and next to him is another water hole. It's pretty much the same size. And they are sitting there and putting their, the bands inside and waiting to catch a fish. But the people who organize this trip, they just, when they were all preparing their high-tech equipment, they were putting some fishes in the hole. So you could guarantee that everybody gets a fish, because it was just put there. So they took it, I don't know, from a market or somewhere, and then just put it. And then, of course, I don't know, within maybe the first catch was catch of the day, let's put it like this, was within 7 minutes. Okay, and then there was one, took a little bit longer, let it be 12 minutes. Okay, they had all a catch, one had 2, so one didn't have a catch actually. But let's say it was 29 minutes max. it was done. They were all very proud. They think it was really cool to catch this fish. They were jumping all back in the car because they wanted to go to a restaurant to prepare this fish freshly. That was kind of the attraction also of this tour. The gentleman left, with the wooden sticks, still waiting for his fish to bite, but the real fish to bite, the real fish from this environment. Well, if you would have asked him, maybe he would have said he prefers it's silent. But he noticed really this loud, a little bit party music. He noticed the 8 people that not even greeting him, although he's living here all his life. He could see that they were not so well dressed for this very cold weather. But for 29 minutes, it's fine. You can, it's no problem. So actually, they didn't feel really this place. They also didn't feel the calmness and to wait for the fish. And yes, they had success very, very, very fast. And now they are eating a fish that is not from here. But he's not thinking of this. He would have liked to greet the people, but they not even looked at him. He would have liked maybe to give them the hint that if you want to catch a fish here, you need the right intention, which might be not to show off in front of others, but which might to be calm and receiving. He would have liked to tell them that the hole where they sat, it was done with a machine. The hole where he sat was done from his even already ancestors. They just already make this hole, and then of course it's a tradition to keep it like this, and they have the ice pickles, and he would like maybe to have told them that the fish is really, really healthy if you catch one. It's not so often, but if you catch one, it's really the high nutrition. Everything is very different from the fish they will now eat. Without the soul of this water and the energy of this place, the challenges of this place, but also the love of this place. But he knows all this, and he is so content. He would share his knowledge if there would be an interested. There is no need to share, in his opinion, when, the people will ask if it's in their interest. They are not asking or not paying attention if it's not in their interest. For him, it is only important that that he is content. He's not saying it's good or bad that the people were there, that the people were loud, that the people were not greeting him, that the people eating fake fish. No, the fish was real, but it was not from this very holy waters here. He's not judging that they didn't experience this calmness, the quietness. He's just as happy with these people as he is without these people. He's just content as it is. And in this moment, his stick really vibrates and he had to catch it because he didn't expect today anymore. No expectations. No, he didn't expect anything. But now really it's nearly breaking. So he tries to get off his stick out of the water. And there was one really, really big fish. He thinks he never had such a big fish. He would have shared with the others after he thanked the fish that he was okay to go now to him. He would have told them stories. And maybe after they were so happy after the very fast catches, they would have had maybe a more deep connection, a more deep happiness, and a happiness that longs much longer and that will stay, a sustainable happiness. But they are gone. And also he's not sad about it. If they would like to have known what he's doing, how long he's sitting, what his ancestors were doing, how this hole is there, what a bliss it is to eat such a fish, he would have shared. But he's also happy if he's not sharing. Of course, he shares with his family and the little village. He has to go back now. It's a long way. You go 2.5 hours and it's cold. And now he feels a little bit that the hands getting a little bit cold. Does he want a car now with loud music? Of course he would take it now. Is he not happy that this car is not there anymore? Of course not. He knows his body. He knows the body needs movement. He knows the body needs weightlifting, the arms. And he knows how happy and thankful his village and his family will be to see him back. Everything is there. So he's packing his things, looking that everything looks exactly the same when he came, gets the fish on his shoulders, and slowly but surely making his way in direction of his village. Not far, he sees this party car and was wondering that they are not yet at the restaurant where they prepare the fish. And he's coming closer, not very fast, because he had this a lot of kilos of fish. But surely he comes there slowly, and they notice him. And then they're jumping out of the car, maybe because they're a little bit bored. They need some entertainment. And they walk to him, and then they say, oh, we all had these little fishes. And look at your monstrous fish. How did you do it? And he looked at each of them and he said, do you really want to know? And because he took so much time to look deeply into the eyes, maybe into the soul of each one of them, he took the time to be in the present, to notice each one of them. He sees some pain maybe in the one, in the other maybe a partner left, and he tries to be loud, not to hear the pain. He looks into another face, into the other eyes, who are missing badly, the parents, and so on and so on. And each one of these people out of a sudden get calm, the music is off anyhow, because it looks like the car ran out of battery. And they say, yes, we really would like to know. And he said, look, you were there very short, but I was sitting since dawn there to get my fish. And it is not sure at all to get a fish there. And they said, but it was so easy for us. Yes, he said, because he noticed they are open now for the truth. He said, yes, but they were put in for you so that you have a success experience. And they got angry. And they went to the driver and said, this is all fraud. How could they? And you know, although they were in a kind of interested mood before, the mood changes within an instant in a very aggressive mood. Only one person stick by the side of the gentleman from this here. He said, oh, I see. So we are very blind, are we? And we did not even notice you, did we? And we not even deserve a fish from this holy place, is it? The man smiles with his eyes and with the lips to this one person. And he's asking, may I invite you to my family to participate in a very special fish dinner? And although the others were still a little bit angry, this man did not even need to think. He followed his gut instinct with this man, with the fish. Now they are carrying it together because very heavy. And they go to the village. The village with the name Happiness is easy. Happiness is inside of you. Happiness comes to you if you leave the door open. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. What for a powerful story, a beautiful journey, and I love it because we had an animal. You know, the animals are part of our nature, and as everything in nature, they are all having souls, and so we can learn a lot from the animals, and we are connected with the animals because everything what is in nature and has a soul, we can ask for support, we can ask for help, and we can for sure take and ask for the support because each animal has his own energy, and then when we get this energy, we feel the inside the energy also in us or having it with us. Beautiful, very beautiful. Yeah, very nice. I loved it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like to share with you in the meditation, and I was thinking which kind of meditation. I was not thinking honestly because I was so totally into Mirja's story, so I will not think about it. But maybe I would like also to share you what it's beautiful, what came before in my mind. It's also a shamanic tradition. When you sometimes feel you are not really in the flow, it's good to have amulets or to have amulets which have power, because if you're in us, because it's the cycles of life sometimes that we go up and down, it's very difficult, and it's not the flow of life that we're always having that. What we will try to do is that all in all, when we look at the end of the day, we had really a good day. But like the cycles of economy, like the cycles of flow, money, like the waves in the ocean, everything has an up and down. What we want to learn is that the downs are not so deep anymore, that we can easier come up again. So it's maybe our neighbor, it's maybe our colleagues, it's maybe our sister who brings us down again, because it's the nature that it's difficult to stay like that. But our task is to come easier up. So how you can do it with a beautiful story of Mirja, for example, with a beautiful travel to your place of power. You can also ask help from the spiritual world in a prayer. And the first and most important is for sure that you first recognize, okay, I'm again in a flow, the flow is going down, this is not my energy, this is not my nature, I want to be again in my beautiful happiness in my depth. And then you work on it, even with a meditation, or if you have amulets and items of power, they can also support you to raise your energy again. And beautiful and always working is if you make a dynamic, very dynamic meditation. So what is really good is just when you pray the powerful mantra, the healing mantra Om, the three letters AUM, Om, because this sound raise you up, because in that moment when you say Om, you estimate or you consider to take again the highest energy, the best thoughts, and the best vibration. So just in vibration with the Om, you can raise you up. And what I really love, I go a little bit back, is really to remember, breathe in, breathe out. With every breathing, you can again come to your center, because you want to center yourself if you're down. Just breathe, feel how your belly is with the inhale expanding and with the exhale going again down. And just take 2 or 3 very deep breaths inside your belly. And then take your hands in front of your chest. Feel the connection with the center of your breast, with your arms, your hands. And then when you sing the Om, Om, you have the intention to connect again with the highest vibration and with the highest vibes. And what is very nice, when you always remember yourself, that you're self-sufficient. And for that, you can raise your fingers on the top of your head and you make your own roof, yeah? And then you just look up and you remember again, I am self-sufficient. I am really self-sufficient. And then you take your fists to your center of power, which is your Manipura, the solar plexus, the Manipura. It's our center, and you just take the fists in front of you and you tell, I am whole, I am one. And then again, I am self-sufficient. I am one. So this is a very, very powerful practice. Just when you feel again that you're distracted from other energies, just remember breathing in, take the arms up, look up and remind yourself that you have already everything to be whole. I am self-sufficient. Take your fist, inhale again, take the fists to your power Manipura chakra and say, I am whole, I am one. So they're very nice just to remember and remind yourself again and again, because in that moment when we feel the energy is going down again, we just forget again that we are this beautiful divine energy of vibrations of happiness, the vibrations of lightful life. Yeah, because it's our item to remember again and again, because there are maybe a lot of incarnations we already forget again that we are this bliss, that we are the happiness, and we are back in that life, in this body, to remind ourselves, our friends, and hopefully each of you who are looking today our video, that we all carry this beauty of light and this beauty of happiness with us. Yeah, and just remember again, we have not just always, okay, I forget it again, no worry, thank you universe that you sent me my sister or my colleagues, I can again remember. And then make your practice, listen to the beautiful story of Mirja, make a small practice, or even just sit down in a small place, on a quiet place, and just breathe and think, I am one, I'm self-sufficient. And this gives you back, centers you again back inside yourself. I am self-sufficient. I am one. I am whole. Yeah, and if that is not powerful enough for you, you can always make a fist and say, I am worth, I am deserved to be happy, I am deserved to be full of fun and happiness, I am deserved to be on my own high vibrations, because then when I am in my whole high vibration, I can help other around me. So remember, remind yourself who you are.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Lubna, and very nice to put in all-day life. There was a very good hint that you did before, and I would like to repeat it. Dear all, everybody who is watching, of course, we wish that we hear one thing once, and then immediately it will be an integral part of our life. But there might be that we understand now with our head. But the idea is, of course, to get a kind of an enlightenment and say, aha, as we say in Germany, now I understand. And then it goes also into our cells and then our awareness. So if this subject shows up again and again, there might be that it did not get yet quite where it should be, so that we understand, oh, now I am going down. Let me watch again the video. I liked it. I like the story. I like this fisting. I liked it, by the way. Wonderful, and the power, and I am wonderful. But please do it again and again. If this is a video where you say, oh, I like it. There might be something, oh, nee, this exercise, I don't like the story. I really is not my cup of tea. No problem. But what you like and what is very present, this subject, please watch it a few times. So at some point, I had it with a book just now. I read it a second time, or just a few things I marked. And then I thought, oh my goodness, now I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's also because we are in that age where we can, it's also scientifically proved that our brain needs this repetition. It's like that. We need to repeat and repeat and repeat to get rid of old habits and to get to replace them with new ones. It's like that. And this is why it's important really always to remind yourself, don't judge yourself, don't be sad. If you remember, then it's fine. It's like we are trained for ages, since our childhood, maybe, to react on that in this kind, and to get a new habit of reactions. It takes time, and the most important step you did already, because you recognize it, and then it's always okay, it happens again, no worry, be happy, just repeat it, find your own anchor. You can really work with anchors, really, to have your amulet, to have your ritual, your meditation, maybe it's also a music which you love, or just listen to the beautiful journey from Mirja and relax and let it go what you don't need. Let it go and make space for a new reaction, for a new room, for your new being. Yeah.
Wonderful. So we hope we have been inspiring to you. As you can see, we're as humans as you are. We have the ups, and still sometimes there is the down part. But we are here to live and to bring in our life the 5D, the fifth dimension. So to be in an energy where place and time doesn't matter anymore, that we decide instantly, okay, I want to feel good now. Doesn't matter what's in the outside. I wish all of us a lot of success. And thank you for watching again. My name is Mirja, coach for powerful places inside and outside on the road and also from home.
And thank you also from my side, Lubna. Work soul balance, and we are so happy when you like our video. Just give us a like and just take our channel. You can also write your name, so take our abo, so you can always get information when we raise up our next video. In that meaning, stay happy, stay healthy, and watch out because you're responsible for your own emotions.
Bye bye. Thank you for watching.
Bye.